6 feet 7 inches. Number 25, Heath Jeff Washington Jr. And in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 21, Daniel Gafford. Starting at the other forward position at 6 foot 6 inches. Number 31, Klay Thompson. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6 foot 2. Number 11, guard, 6'7", number 77.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that?
We saw Dallas absorb a big fine a couple years ago, but then they drafted Derek Lively, and it truly worked out for them. So if you're going to avoid that, maybe it's better to change the trade rules to avoid those kinds of incentives. But Dallas really, I think if they could do that over again and absorb the fine, they would want it to be double the amount, the way that Derek Lively looked and the way that he played.
Well said. I totally agree. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Now, here's Gafford. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And Shams, Houston loaded with young talent. And after the Harden deal, they are loaded with first-round picks. Any thoughts on how you think they may proceed with all of that?
I'm told that front office will continue to be big game hunting. Those picks, they have a lot of them. They're going to be worth plenty moving forward. And they know it. At some point, they're going to take a big swing here. They're biding their time, waiting. The Houston Rockets have all the cards. They've got the young talent. They've got the draft picks. And with Ime Udoka, they've had some success to build on.
I love what you said there. Big game hunting. That's the only way they're going to make that jump. I love that term.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Irving can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Doncic outside. Irving kicks to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try if you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or 2. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Shot clock at 6. And Şengün throws it down.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic passes to Gafford. Now, here is Irving. Guarded by Green. Thompson for the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Smith. Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. Smith with a screen on Doncic. Drills the three-pointer. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the floor.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Oh, Van Vliet after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. And the shot is good. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Whitmore, he's checked in for Houston. Amen Thompson comes in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Doncic. Last game he had 34 points. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the field.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. Van Vliet against Doncic. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Here's Doncic. He has 6. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Down low. And Smith with the stop.
Van Vliet controls the pace for you and delivers the right pass at the right time with the right speed.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Going inside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Doncic against Van Vliet. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Goes up with the stripe, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Van Vliet's got 7 points. The three for Doncic. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I've really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Green. Thompson is out there with Shepard. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Marshall. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. On its way from Irving for 2. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Houston in the lead. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
And that one misses.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
Brooks checked in for Jeff Green. He's off on the second. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Now Thompson, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Irving.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
And here is Washington following Jeff Green's three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Klay Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Jalen Green's checked in for Amen Thompson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green passes to Van Vliet. Şengün finds Green. Green with a screen on Doncic. Shoots the three. Green, no luck. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 6-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Dallas again missing. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Green, no luck. The Mavericks have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Thompson passes to Gafford. Here's Doncic. Guarded by Green. Fader on the way. Dallas again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Washington. Fires from deep. And it's Luka with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. From deep three-point land. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Washington. Back to Doncic. Over Green. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Luka Doncic.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there.
Van Vliet kicks to Green. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
First free throw is good.
Hey, it's hard not to gush about Green. I mean, he's one of the more exciting talents to enter this league in quite some time.
Mavericks making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Smith is checked in. Both free throws good from Green.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Thompson finds Gafford. Doncic with it, covered by VanVleet. Got it, and the Houston leads and cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Doncic.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Green. Smith outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Doncic outside. Lets a floater go. Doncic converts inside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a knee. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
Uh-oh, there's a duel at the point guard position, really testing each other's ability to run things. Cerebral battle.
You see, in basketball, Ernie, point guard is like chess. The center play, well, it's a little simpler, like checkers.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. Not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
That free throw good from Doncic. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game. You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Brooks outside. Smith against Washington. Van Vliet wide open. Off target from outside.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Thompson finds Washington. Green against Irving. Gafford sets the pick for Irving over Green. The kick out to Irving. Washington with the screen on Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Dallas, no good that time either.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Chalk up 2 there. Smith's got 10 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
NBA's top 5 fast break teams. Not many were better on the break than this group.
And you just mentioned it. What a year it was for them on the glass. The sheer effort and energy they put into their rebounding was tremendous. Pass to Doncic. And Doncic with the triple.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
No coverage that time. 9 points in the game so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Clock at 4. And Green with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight. Mavericks trail by 5. Now Doncic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. But 3. Brooks grabs the board.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Here's Smith. Misses the baby hook. Thompson against Brooks. Pass to Washington. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Van Vliet.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Now here is Smith. Takes the three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic getting his teammates involved.
Now here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Şengün. Green with the ball. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Green, the pass to Smith. Houston needs to get a shot up. Count that one from Van Vliet.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Mavericks trail by 6. Thompson outside. There's 45 seconds left in the third. And here's Doncic from the arc. A shot off that time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Outside Irving. Thompson kicks to Washington. Nailed from three-point land. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 11. Fires for 3. That shot, no good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Rockets lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Taking a look at the Rockets, Cam Whitmore is out there with Brooks. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Green in at the 5. Washington passes to Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Dinwiddie's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs. Green with a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside, Green. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Moving against Thompson. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Pass to Green. Van Vliet up top. Dinwiddie covering. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 3. Can't hit from in close.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Stolen by Washington. Dinwiddie against Thompson. Here's Irving with the drive. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter. Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Outside, Green. Now here's Brooks. Be right on him. And too long on the shot.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. To take the lead. And he sinks the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Rockets trail. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then for Houston, Şengün's checked in for Green. Jabari Smith comes in for Whitmore. And Jalen Green subbed in for Thompson. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Van Vliet outside. Şengün with a screen on Doncic. Here's Van Vliet, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And Van Vliet unmoved under pressure. I mean, when his team needs a basket, he simply goes out and handles his business.
For the screen on Van Vliet. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gafford misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Van Vliet. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Doncic. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And Thompson gets it to go.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Şengün. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Mavericks on D. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Nice shot by Brooks.
Dylan Brooks relishes the chance to make the big impact play.
1:58 left in the 4th. Produced screen on Green. Irving with the bounce pass. And they double up Doncic. This one for 3. No good from Irving. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
All free throws good from Doncic.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Van Vliet against Doncic. Van Vliet gets to Şengün. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And that is a gigantic shot from Alperen Şengün, showing he can be counted on in the clutch.
Doncic against Van Vliet. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 33.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Van Vliet passes to Green. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Irving kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Van Vliet. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Green passes to Şengün. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Good!
No better guy to take the big shot. Luka completely unfazed.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Number 3, Van Vliet. Can they get it? Misses the 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. So a close game sees Dallas taking this probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.